snipers, over.
It was 1969. I was drafted, sent to Vietnam. It was the beginning of a career. I was given an opportunity to be a combat correspondent for an infantry battalion. As it turned out, a life-saving opportunity. My base of operations was Camp Evans, just south of the DMZ. Soldiers from that remote post suffered over 400 casualties before half my tour went by.
4-6, get that mortar set up on the hill.
It was a dangerous place to be in the summer of 1970.
On fire in 1 minute.
I'm surprised to see you. Where were you fellas hiding when the withdrawal took place?
There was always that fear in the back of your mind about what could easily happen to any of us. That kept you in a state of constant terror, a nervous anxiety. I shot my last roll of film after nearly 15 months in country. The only pictures I had devoted to the Vietnamese. The only images that didn't depict the war. I pocketed that roll of film and I reported to Phu Bai Airfield. I tried to begin the journey to put Vietnam behind me. Same smells. Same. And now, after 30 years, another assignment brings me back to the Vietnam I knew. The walls of the citadel of the old imperial capital of Hue still appears haunting. The communist flag towering over the Perfume River Bridge proclaims who won the war. The ancient traditions of that waterway and the rural countryside to the north remain unchanged from when I'd visited those tiny villages decades earlier. During the war, I would go with a couple of medics and the battalion surgeon to a nearby village each month. A Vietnamese nurse from the district dispensary was our interpreter, our guide. I hoped she survived the war. I hoped I might find out.
This is the nurse.
This is the nurse? She was the only Vietnamese person I'd written about, who I'd photographed. The local district officials didn't know. They sent us to the dispensary. And we worked in a little district dispensary like this, and we would go to the villages, and she would help out. We would bring her medicines.
I don't know.
But he knew of someone nearby. She was also a nurse. For the Viet Cong.
Yeah, it's a long time ago, so. Any questions?
I guess we should go. That nurse from so long ago only wanted medicine for the villagers. She worked with the Americans. I hope she survived the war. This is where the helicopters landed. You can tell. They laid down asphalt here. My memories of Camp Evans were of a noisy assembly point for the war in the mountains. Today, it's like walking in a nature preserve. All this newly planted foliage hiding a violent past. None of these trees were here. These are all young trees, totally defoliated everything so you could see everything. So nobody could come up on you. There's barbed wire all the way along there. That's lush and green now. It's a lot prettier. There's a pretty ugly scar on the landscape. Combat boot. Somebody's jungle boot, still around. Here's some sandbag material right here. Stuff lasts forever. Yeah, it's a road. It was a road for military jeeps and plywood military huts. Now it's a shaded lane where school kids ride their bicycles. See, you can tell where she's walking. This is all flat and leveled out for some sort of building. Probably more helicopters here. I think this was where the aviation battalion was. I was on the other side of the hill over there. I'm so glad that it's quiet. It's nice to be here and not be frightened. There aren't Vietnamese dying and GIs dying, and I feel good about that. Thank you. Very good. When I would go to a village to take pictures, we always went armed. The villagers were frightened, we were nervous. Today I could walk with ease. The children could laugh. To have the opportunity to come back after 30 years, having learned my craft, to use that craft to once again take a look at this place. That was a great opportunity.
Oh, this is beautiful.